Terry Dwayne Ashford coming in with you at 8:30. Right now it's 8:27. We're coming in for the 8:30 live broadcast. We are live right now in Washington, D.C. Coming in with you from Madison Street and 14th Street Northwest, Washington, D.C. I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford, your Indacarseat, that guy, and also your SN News journalist-in-chief broadcaster. As usual, as always, we want to thank you so much for your listening ear. We want to thank you so much for your viewing eye. We want to thank you for your attention to read our news articles at the DatgeeTVStreetNOW news collaborated tweet station, written entirely under the direction by Terry Dwayne Ashford, your SN News journalist-in-chief broadcaster. Well, tonight, our last article, tweet station number 13, we want to feature and spotlight that particular article because the article brings about feelings and emotion inside of the heart of Indacarseat, that guy, Terry Dwayne Ashford. To quote it, a statement that I'd like for everyone to know so that you'd know who you're dealing with. You'd know what this it's all about. We've already talked about the fact that such activities and such lifestyle is not just about going to bed with somebody. It's not just about sleeping with someone. It's not even just about having intimacy with someone. It's about a lot more than that. It's about a whole lot more. A whole lot more, like I said, a whole lot more than any of that. It's about really the heart, too. It's about how it makes you feel, the impact of everything that you've seen, everything you've known all your life. So, as a result of that, in the car, see that guy, we issued a statement today. And we issued a statement. That statement comes in tweet station number 13. I'm going to read that statement to you directly. By the same token, I'm going to put the news article from tweet station number 13 in the narrative of this broadcast as soon as we close it out. We're going to take off the music here so that you can hear us and make sure you hear this particular statement. The statement is made by Terry Dwayne Ashford, StreetNOW News, your SN News chick. And that statement goes like this. I cannot deal with someone who cannot talk to me. I cannot deal with someone who cannot talk to me. Now, that is regardless of why you can't talk or who told you you couldn't talk. I cannot deal with someone who cannot talk to me expressively out of their mouths. Because that's somebody who cannot talk to me, regardless of why they can't talk. Regardless of who told them not to talk, they can't tell me. They cannot tell me that they love me, even if they do. A person who can't talk to you can't even tell you he or she loves you. Whoa. In the meantime, you're getting all of this confusion and hoopla and things that say they don't. All this hoopla and things that say we prefer alleyways. All these things you're getting while you're lying there in the bed enjoying a person becoming attached to a particular individual. For that reason, the statement is accurate and precise. For Indacarseat, DatGuY, Terry Dwayne Ashford, I cannot deal with someone who cannot talk to me. Someone who cannot tell me that they love me, even if they do. Or if they do not, they can't tell me. Terry Dwayne Ashford cannot deal with the thought, with that particular thought, ever in his life of ever loving anyone. Cannot deal with that. There is no way. There is absolutely no way. That is regardless of who told you not to. That is regardless of who told you that you cannot. That is regardless of any of that. Terry Dwayne Ashford cannot deal with a person who cannot tell him that he or she loves him, even if they do. For SN News, I am Terry Dwayne Ashford. We're going to jump right back into some music right now. That's my statement for today, May 28th, Friday. We are live, L-I-V-E, live. All for you. Now, what we're going to do also, in addition to adding that particular tweet station news item to the narrative of the broadcast, we're also going to add to the narrative of the broadcast tweet station news item number 7 for today. And the reason why is because we made some edits there. There was a validation problem that occurred. A validation problem that saw behind the scenes a video replaced with the correct video. That means that we ran the news article with supposedly one video there, and then we went back about an hour later to find and realize that one video that we selected as a part of the news article had been swapped with another one from our phone. We corrected that. We also sent out a distribution stating that correction had been made. And now we're adding that one to our StreetNOW News, SN News report for this Friday evening. We want to make sure you click the link within the narrative. After this particular broadcast, those 2 tweet station links will be added to the broadcast narrative. That is tweet station numbers 13 and number 7 will be added to the narrative of this particular broadcast. As we had a African male on a bike to roll past, to actually stop and appear to have been in process of being re-imaging. Bald-headed with a blue top and a black pair of pants riding on a black bike. You want to make sure that right here on the corner of Madison Street at 14th Street, Northwest Washington, D.C., that re-imaging does not occur. Behind the scenes or in front of the scenes. For Indacarseat, that guy, Terry Dwayne Ashford, I'm him. Let's make sure we stay with it. Make sure we try to do the right things. And if we can do it, right the first time, it'll be even better. For SN News, we'll be right on back in a few short moments and give you a chance to enjoy some music. Okay, it's Terry Dwayne Ashford. We're coming back with a serious headline around the world here. We are reporting from Washington, D.C., from the Insider International. Insider International is where this particular story comes from. About 5 hours ago, we have this report that's coming about the apocalyptic scenes in eastern Congo as a volcano erupted. And it triggered earthquakes and fears of lake methane explosions. Now, residents describe the chaos scenes, or the chaotic scenes there. One of the world's most dangerous volcanoes erupted and caused hundreds of earthquakes in Congo. Now, we wanted to share that story with you. This particular story is coming from a publication called The Insider International. That we're getting the story from Twitter account from The Insider International. Thousands have fled the city of Goma in eastern Congo after the volcano erupted and hundreds of earthquakes followed. Now, these are the apocalyptic scenes on the grounds as officials say more eruptions and earthquakes are possible. And they show us some scenes there in serial view of debris that's engulfing the lands of near Goma, which is a city and area in Congo. This particular report is coming to you from Terry Dwayne Ashford, SN News here in Washington, D.C., and it is coming by way of Twitter, reporting from the Insider International, a publication there. For SN News, we're closing out for the evening at 8:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Washington, D.C. I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford. Thank you so much for your listening here.